Another glorious week, another parcel. Another one from a fan, no less. And it's big! Welcome to PS2 Mini Games.
PS2 Mini Games.
Hello guys, welcome to another glorious episode of PS2 Mini Games. Gonna hit you with a real question real fast. What is your favourite wrestling game ever made? For the PS2 it's Here Comes the Pain. But in general, it's No Mercy in the N64. That game was amazing. Anyone wants to give any opinions, please put it in the comments. I'm curious to see your opinions. Because there's a lot of wrestling games out there. A lot of good ones and a lot of really bad ones. Like Legends of Wrestling on the PS2. They were terrible. Seriously, what are the PS2 Mini Games? Thank you for watching. Time for a big package episode. And this one is a big package. Sent by a fan. I'm going to put his name at the bottom of the video. I believe his online persona is Cool and Crazy. I could be wrong. To be honest, I got... before we go any further, I want to apologise to David. David, who sent... my Irish friend David. I mistakenly misread his name as Davilicious. It's like, I think it's Dave Sidious, like as in Insidious, but David Sidious. I'm not going to call you David from now on, man. My reading ability sometimes is non-existent. I can read and write, obviously, but sometimes I just see a word and it doesn't compute. Seriously, sometimes it just does not compute. Just one of the things I have to deal with life, but... I'm sorry, David. No offense there, but I believe it's Cool and Crazy. If it's wrong, I'll put it in the video. But anyway, we've been in a conversation for some time, and we finally came to a deal on what I've just bought here. And I think it's a reasonably good deal. I'm not going to mention numbers. Nothing massively expensive, but bought quite a few things. Mainly Platinum games. Now, in the last year or so, trying to collect Platinum games has become quite the popular thing to do. Between myself, between Dan and Gamesman, between Retro Ghetto getting PS3 essentials, if you will, getting these Platinum games has become ridiculously popular all of a sudden. To the point where Last Level Games did mention to me that they've seen a massive increase in people wanting Platinum versions, where in the past people didn't give a flying about Platinums. I nearly swore then. To the point where it's actually getting harder to find certain games because more people are collecting them, which is awesome, to be honest. But thanks to Dan's quest to complete the PS2 set this year, it's basically a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. It's good that obviously the more notoriety for Platinums. Bad thing, it makes it harder for me to actually get them. But I'm trying to complete them this year also. I'm not going to guarantee it because that would be a promise I can't necessarily keep. But I'm going to try. Hence where this comes in. I got quite a few Platinums out of this. So we spent a good 3 or 4 days in communication on Instagram. Basically, he said, I've got all these Platinums. Are you interested? And he gave me the whole full list of Platinums. And obviously the ones I needed, I went, I'll take all these. And we came to a deal. So hopefully, after trying to fight through this parcel, we shall see what I've got. Let's find out. Oh, by the way, I'm having a hell of a bad hair day. My hair keeps sticking up. That's a sign of I should cut it. The real issues of PS2 Mini Games. The real issues.
Look at them sideburns. He looks like a girl. Now, Johnny Unitas, there's a haircut you could set your watch to.
As always, the weapon of choice is, of course, a pair of scissors. Shockingly, the hammer did not work last time. Actually, to be perfectly honest, I'm getting through this quite easily. Unlike last time where I struggled because it was packaged ridiculously well. This one's got a lot of obviously a lot of tape, which holds it in place, but seems to be cutting through it faster this time. So, unlike last time, which took an absolute chasm to open, this one actually is opening rather well. For those who are wondering, why don't you just open it on camera at them, face down? Main reason I do that because to get the whole parcel in, I would have to put the camera quite far back. And I don't want to do that because my camera stand only can do so much. You understand what I mean? Right, before we go any further, I will just state this right now. I 100% will be going to Oxford Game Market on the April the 20th. I've got there's only one thing I've got to sort out, but I'm almost certain. I'm also certain Dan will tag along with me. Also probably hit up Oxford CEX, the one that exists there, and maybe some local ones nearby. But that's the next major road trip I'm planning. Maybe go to Last Level Games one time before that, but that's the plan. Obviously, plans come and go. But we shall see. Right, here we go. Flat down. Alright. Obviously, I'm going to cut some of this. So I got for the box, and they're all wrapped quite well, like in beautiful bubble wrap. So this might take a while to get into. Where are my scissors? So this is taking a small while to get through, so I'm just going to throw a commercial break in there right now. I haven't got a clue what I'm going to pick. Last week I did have a little fun because the advert I found, I spliced an Independence Day in the middle because it sounded so ridiculous. I was like, let's go full hog. Let's go full hog ridiculous. Let's see what I picked this week. Enjoy.
Hi, Rick Mail here. I don't know if you're like me, immensely rich, talented, handsome. Isn't it a bore? Well, I found the answer. Zelda Link's Awakening from Nintendo. You play a medieval elf named Link.
You travel through many worlds, meeting endless characters on your eternal adventures.
So hey, next time you're Rick Mail, why not try Zelda Link's Awakening? I think you'll like it. Ciao.
Zelda, involving an inexhaustible Nintendo.
Shablagoo! And we're back. So, in between the commercial, I finally got through the box. Very well packaged, as always. So, I managed to get 26 Platinums. Now, to tell you the truth, 2 of them I have found the last 2 days, so 2 of them I actually own. So, I'm probably going to put this aside, but the other 24 I don't own. So, still a massive buy. To put it in context, because I'm like halfway over the Platinums, to find 24 I don't own is actually fantastic. So we're going to go through the Platinums one by one. Obviously these all sold very well, so these should be all well-known titles. First one is Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. So obviously episode 4, 5 and 6. Obviously comes with the right disc and manual. Disc is in reasonably decent condition, so that'll do. If the disc is playable on Platinum, I don't mind. As long as it plays. Obviously I test all these, so we'll see. Platinum number 2, Formula 1 06. Probably the rarest of the Formula 1 games on the PS2. I think it's the last one on PS2. Very good condition, actually. I was always, and still am, a reasonably big F1 fan. Until 2 or 3 years ago. I find Formula 1 incredibly boring now. Because it's obviously the same person's winning all the time. I find not only Max Verstappen to be very arrogant and full of shit, I find Lewis Hamilton to be very arrogant and full of shit. Just dropped 2 swear words. No, I was doing so well. I missed the days of late 90s, mid 2000s Formula 1 where it was competitive and you didn't actually know who was going to win all the time. Now it's just so predictable, it's gotten so boring. Same with motorbiking, MotoGP. I was a massive fan of Valentino Rossi. My favourite, but I love Valentino Rossi. He was the greatest. Still is the greatest. Marquez can kiss my ass. Is it Max Marquez? Not Max Marquez. Oh, for God, I'm down a brain fart. Anyway, Valentino Rossi, best motorbike rider of all time. MotoGP's got a bit boring now because none of them are like how can I put this? I suppose it is more competitive. But there's not one of the bikers you go, yeah, this guy's definitely going to win the World Championship this year. Because you ain't got a clue, because there's no real star anymore, put it that way. Anyway, moving on. Platinum number 3, one of the plats I was really happy to pick up. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. I think this is the last one I need for the GTA Platinums. Obviously, Platinum disc. What the hell's fell out there? I don't know. I'll say it in a second. Very happy to have that one. We go from the very happy to just have to have it version. The Incredibles on Platinum. I don't like the blue case. I don't know if that's the way it came, but I doubt that. I can always change it. I've got a lot of silver Platinum cases, so I can change that. Disc obviously is Platinum, so that's all that matters. Reasonably good disc condition, very happy to have that. Platinum number 5, we're now getting to like the most common of all Platinums, the ones that I'm actually stunned I don't own. Medal of Honor Rising Sun, I think it's the last Medal of Honor game I need for Platinum. Everyone's played, well not everyone, majority of people have played Rising Sun. It was a decent game back in the day. I honestly believe Medal of Honor games have aged poorly. And forgive if I have anyone with that opinion, I just feel like it has. The first Call of Duty has aged reasonably poorly. Only I say that because that's the next one on the list. I think Call of Duty 2 and 3 still actually hold up reasonably well. I think it's because the controls are still reasonably similar to what they used to be. Platinum Disc, the previous Platinum. But I think Medal of Honor has aged badly with Call of Duty. The original ones are kind of aged alright. Because obviously Call of Duty was popular, but obviously they became mega popular with Call of Duty 4, not World at War. The Modern Warfare, the first Modern Warfare Call of Duty, that's when the multiplayer started hitting. Then it was followed by World at War, the last like World War II one for a while. Then Modern Warfare 2 came out and it was hitting the ground running. That multiplayer to this day on the Xbox 360 was some of the funnest days of my teenage life. And I love those days. My first original Xbox 360 name was the Hardcore Postman. I was a postman, that was one of my first jobs. Delivering death first class. I was so lame. I was in college. Oh, I was so lame. Right, this is probably out of the list was the one I wanted the most because it's not actually easy to get. Resident Evil Outbreak, the Platinum version. It is very hard to find this. There's the, obviously disc. That's a sticker and a half on that one. Is that an actual sticker? I think it is and all. Right. You see this bright red sticker right there? That actually is a sticker. If I don't want to scratch anything, but if I really wanted to, I can scratch that off. I've never seen it on a disc before. Obviously it's the English version because it's all in English, so I'm very happy to have it, but just curious. But out of all the Platinum games here, that's probably the rarest, the most expensive here. I think you'll pay like £12 for that in any store, so find that one. Really is very good. Next one, Oni. Obviously Rockstar game. Oni's not as common as people would think it would be. Oni obviously disc. Obviously one of the blue discs. Oni, I have mixed feelings on Oni. I'm not going to go into it, but I have mixed feelings. Another day, another time for that conversation. Moving on, MotoGP 4. I have 3, do not have 4. So getting the obscure Platinums, actually you would think would be easy. No, they're actually harder. No one ever lie, the FIFA Platinums are very hard to find because no one kept them. If you don't keep the original one, why would you keep the Platinum version? You understand that kind of logic? So the FIFA ones, and especially the Formula 1 ones, so hard to find. I have tried. But obviously, Platinum Disc, just make sure it's shown. Very happy to have MotoGP 4. This is the days when Valentino Rossi was on the Yamaha. Good days, good days. Very good game. SSX3. Reasonably good game. Very happy to have it in Platinum. There's obviously Platinum Disc. Disc obviously in good condition. Really is. It might sound like this is we're just going through this one by one, but obviously these are all games I own, games I've had, games that you've probably seen before. There's nothing really like super exciting when it comes to Platinums. It's kind of that mundane. Because remember, the two expensive Platinums, Silent Hill 2 and Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, I own already. So I've got the two expensive ones. It's now got the point where I'm literally just searching for them. Wait until we get the Australian release ones. That will be fun. It's going to be painful. I don't know where we've gotten to, but we're just going to keep going. I will change the case because it's not the inlay, it's the case. Smuggler's Run. It's a bit dirty, the outlay for this. I'll just change the case. Smuggler's Run. I used to have a colleague who swore by this game as one of his favourite games. And I'll be honest, it's alright, but it's not what I call fantastic. Very happy to have that. Sorry. It might sound silly, but when people go like platinum hunting, I always make sure I like show the disc to prove it's actually a platinum disc, because I could have the case, I could be lying from a team saying it's the case, and I could be lying. That's why I try to show them all the time. We're now gone from a decent game to probably the most boring / oversold one of all. The original iToy Play. That's the platinum disc. I might test that one because that looks a bit rough, but to be honest, it's iToy, so it's not the greatest of highest of like things on the list to look at. So shockingly, I didn't have that. It's probably one of the most common ones to find, but never got round to it. You know what I mean? Apparently not to be sold separately from the iToy. So yeah. Colin McRae 04. Obviously, we've been through it before. Colin McRae was a fantastic rally driver, and then he's not. He obviously had the helicopter accident which ended his life. I'm actually a fan of rally games, not so much watching the rally. I think playing the game is actually more fun than actually watching rally. There's always that risk when you're standing next to a rally track that the car's going to smash the shit out of you. It's like, oh, how did Adam die? He was killed on the rally track. I mean, there's always that risk at standing next to when you go and watch a rally. There's always that risk that car's going to come through that fence and plough into you. It's like, what a way to go. How did Adam die? He was killed watching a rally car. He was hit by a Citroen. At full whack. Be an interesting way to go, I must be honest. So we go from a decent game to a game that I just have to get. I don't want it. But PES 6. One of the most common games in the PS2, and the Platinum has eluded me until now. So that's all I've got to say about that. It's a generic football game. Probably was good back in the day. I don't care for it. Next game. Another game that didn't age well. Brothers in Arms Road to Hill 30. Now, I did play this when I was younger, because obviously it's a lot more tactical. Like, you use your teammates, like, tell them, go over there, hold ground, that kind of stuff. I don't think, that's how I remember it. Probably was completely different. But had substance. But how can I put this? You got Call of Duty, you got Medal of Honor, you got like Brothers in Arms. It was like the third stepchild. it's like no one cared, and it was a good game. But it's like, what, I had like 2 games before I stopped. So it didn't happen. There's some franchises that you think would have done better, but it didn't happen. A lot of them were like the Sega Mega Drive. There was a lot of franchises where you thought should have had more games, but they probably made small Sonic games, you know, because Sonic got off a hissed. Anyway, let's move on. Star Wars Battlefront. I've got the second one. I now have the first one. Very happy to get this in Platinum. Brave again. For every bad game is a good game, and I think Star Wars Battlefront is a reasonably good game. I think it still holds up quite strongly. Will I get to play it anytime soon? Probably not. Shockingly enough, I'm probably going to play Star Wars Episode 3 again, because I played that a lot as a youngster. I remember I enjoyed that so much, and the story, obviously the story was based on the film, but there was always like little subtle like differences in the game. I might play that game and see if it held up. You never know. So, well, we've gone from that to the complete generic FIFA 04. Told you, these FIFA games are actually incredibly hard to find. I've got it, 50 pence, well done. This is Football 02 with Rio Ferdinand on the front. What does he know about football? That's going to take. I'm going to criticise for that one. Apparently, he was a good defender. I wouldn't call him brilliant. I'll call him good. Just remember this: Rio Ferdinand was banned for many months for not being at a drug test. Suspicious, wasn't it? Just remember that. Toka Race Driver. Now, Toka, I believe to be a good franchise. I could be like being told that's not true. I really like Toka. Is it Gran Turismo 4? Absolutely not. Not even close. But it's like it was good. It was good for what it was. FIFA 05. I told you all these like football like FIFA games that I had to get. I don't want to buy these. It's just one of these like I'm going for a collection. I must have them kind of thing. So it's like oh my god. I can never pronounce the next one, but it obviously helps the iToy. The Oobs, Sims in the City. This is not as common as you would think, especially the Platinum version. So this is actually a good one to get off the list. Just as a sidetrack, for anyone who played Sims very much, like played a lot of Sims back in the day, just give you an opinion on The Sims, because I never played 1 minute of Sims. I don't understand the appeal of it. And this has come from a guy who plays a lot of like simulation games. To tell the truth, on my laptop right now, I'm playing 2 Point Hospital once again. I never actually completed 2 Point Hospital. I got to the last level and I always just stop. But I've now got all 7 DLCs. There are 7 DLCs for 2 Point Hospital, seriously. And I'm going through it slow and I'm enjoying the hell of it. I like simulation games and like Total War games I play a lot of. This would seem right on my street. And it's like, nah, I ain't got time. What's the franchise you missed when you were younger but found like 10 years later, like accidentally, and he's like, how did I miss this? Because that was probably Sly Cooper for me. Sly Cooper I should have found when I was younger, but got it later. Ice Age 2, The Meltdown. Another game, another platinum. In all seriousness, Ice Age 3 was a PS2 game, and I can't find that. That's a very hard game to find. I don't know why. I'm going to assume because it didn't sell that many, because it's probably near the end of the PS2, but Ice Age 3, one of the games I need to really start looking for more of. Fact. Penultimate platinum, Red Faction. I have no idea how I haven't had Red Faction on platinum yet, but apparently I don't. Now I do. Obviously, Red Faction is absolutely worthless, because I think that's one of the games packaged on PS2 and literally sold billions of them. I think you can buy it for like 50 pence, so nice to have. Last platinum, but not the least platinum, and actually comes, well, nice, Rayman Revolution. And this is the version that actually comes with a demo of Rayman 3. Demo inside. So, that's a nice little, like, kind of thing. Disc included. Rayman is a very underestimated franchise. I think, obviously, after the Rayman rabbits spun out, and like now it's no rabbits, and like with Mario, a much more popular Rayman ever was. Yeah, it's kind of sad, really. I think Rayman is a very underestimated franchise. That's an opinion. You could go, you're full of shit, Adam, you could say. But just an opinion, guys. But anyway, that is 24 platinums I'm going to take off the list. So bear me a second as I get the actual platinum board. So after those 24 editions, we're now sitting at 136 with the platinums. Thank you once again, Colin Crazy. To get 24 in one go is phenomenal. But that's not it for this episode. Colin Crazy we also got something else. Bear me a second. Yeah, Colin Crazy also sent me something else. I never knew this existed. I thought they might do, but this is a third-party wireless Guitar Hero guitar. So apparently this is specifically made for the first and second Guitar Hero, as stated on the box. But this is wireless. Now, I know for a fact that wireless guitars are actually quite popular and more sought after for like PS2 and PS3. Obviously that's the ones actually made by Activision and such. This is a third party, but I'm sure it works perfectly fine as such. I have to try that sometime in the future, but it's nice to get something different I didn't expect. And it's like, this is kind of cool. So, and actually, yeah, I'm very happy with this. Apparently it claims to have a durable and highly responsive strung bar, built-in tilt center for activation of star power, high-speed 2.4 gigs wireless guitar controller. Wow! That's fast! Oh, that's so cheesy, I'm sorry. But most important of all, suitable for both left and right-handed players. The small things! The small things. So, once again, thank you for that, Colin Crazy. So, 24 platinums, a third-hand peripheral. Quite a good buy. Quite a good buy. That's pretty much it for this week's episode. In the future, I'm probably going to do a CX roulette. I don't know if I'm going to do it from Ireland first or just do one from obviously this country. But we will find out. To be honest, in the last 2 weeks, I've released 5 to 6 episodes. I've been not so much going for it, but it's I just keep getting stuff and just keep filming it and every 3 or 4 days. So I've been really going for it this month, apparently. So the future, once again, April 20th, I'll be at the Oxford Gaming Market. Sometime before then, I'll be going to some kind of CEX at some point. Probably going to end up in Norwich again, because Norwich seems to be very reliable. It's the biggest city for like 50 to 100 miles. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I actually made a point. Someone, one of the regulars made a comment and just asked a simple question: what is your rarest game? Not most expensive, rarest. And to be perfectly honest, I can't really give a genuine answer to that question, because how do you define rare? Rare as in like least copies sold? I honestly don't know. Just I think price just has like a variable of like what's like rare, but it sounds stupid. It's like Kingsfield 4. I've only seen one copy and I bought it. Obviously, Dragon Blaze and Echo. These are the most expensive games I own. Secret Agent Clank. The only copy I've seen of it is the copy I was given for free by CEX because it's German. That kind of stuff. But then there's like some real cheap games which I've never seen a copy of yet. For obvious reasons, I would own them. So, I'm not being smart. It's like, definition of rare, I can't give a genuine answer. I think most of the Armored Core games are rare. They seem to be all expensive rare. It might sound silly, like Rule of Rose is out of the 3 big games, it's probably the most common one I see on sale. I suggest half of those on sale are probably fake, but that's the most common I see on sale. Seeing a copy of Quan on sale is incredibly rare. Same for Report from Michigan, incredibly rare. And Gun Club, I've never seen one yet. So it depends what you call rare. For instance, like Postman Pat, that's the only copy I've seen and I bought it last week. You know what I mean? So I'm not being funny. I tried to give a good answer to you, sir, and I think I did, but yeah. So if anyone actually can give me some like opinions of what they think is the rarest one, put it in the comments. Yeah, so I'm just going to clear that one up. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Have a good rest of the week. I will see you next week with something. I don't know what's coming up. Depends what I buy, depends what I find. Thank you for watching. Bye.